Today we're looking at two-step equations, and the reason they're called two-step equations is not because it takes like two lines of equations to solve necessarily, but rather because you're going to be canceling two things. So before, when we had something that looked like this, all we were canceling was the plus 3 because we wanted to get x alone on the left side. So the plus 3 could move over as the minus 3. And this was considered one step because we were only canceling one thing that was with the x, the plus 3. But now in these new questions, on the side of the equation with the x, we also have a multiplied 2 and a subtracted 3. So that's why it's called two-step. And whenever you have one of these types of problems, you're going to cancel the addition and the subtraction step first, and then you'll do the multiplication or division step. So it's sort of like the opposite of BEDMAS, in that you're canceling addition first instead of having it go multiplication, division, then addition and subtraction. So if you look here, we want to look, the 5 is already on the right side, so that's fine. We don't need to do anything with that. But the 2 and the negative 3, we need to move over to the right side of this equal sign so that the x is on its own. So we don't do them at the same time, we do it in a couple of steps. So we want to cancel the addition or subtraction step first. So that means we're going to cancel this minus 3. So we don't cancel the 2 yet, we just write that. But the minus 3 we're going to move over to go with the 5. And when you take a minus 3 from the left side and move it to the right side, it has to become plus 3. The 5 doesn't change. It doesn't become negative 3 because it was already on the right side of the equation. So then you'll get 2x equals 5 plus 3, which is 8. Once you've done that, then you can cancel the multiplication or division step. So 2 is multiplied by x, which means that to cancel it, we need to do the opposite of multiplication on the other side. So instead of multiplying 2, we will divide by 2. And when you divide by 2, the 2 goes on the bottom. So 8 divided by 2 is 4. So then we find that x equals 4. So that's your final answer. So let's take a look at this one here. We need to cancel both the 3 and the 6 so that we only have the letter P left. Negative 9 is fine. It's already on the right side of the equal sign. So 3 is multiplied and 6 is added. So we're going to cancel the addition first and then the multiplication. So the 3p, we're not touching that yet, but the plus 6 will become negative 6 on the other side. So you have negative 9 already, that stays there. The plus 6 is moving to the other side of the equal sign, so it becomes negative 6. So then you rewrite the 3p, and negative 9 minus 6 is negative 15. Once you get to this step, you can now cancel the 3. So because the 3 was multiplied here, you're going to divide it on the other side. So that means it's going to go on the bottom here. So negative 15 divided by positive 3 is negative 5, which means that your final answer is P equals negative 5. Okay, let's take a look here. The negative 5 is fine. It's already on the other side. But here we have a divided 4 and a subtracted 2. So we cancel the addition or subtraction first. So this minus 2 has got to go first. So the x over 4 we keep for now, and the minus 2 is going to go over to the other side as plus 2. So once again, the negative 5 doesn't change to plus 5 because it's already on the right side of the equation, of the equal sign. So we rewrite the x over 4, and then negative 5 plus 2 is negative 3. So once you get to this step, the divided 4 can be canceled out. So we keep the x, but the divided 4 will move to the other side and we will multiply it. So now the negative 3 was already there, so you get negative 3 multiplied by 4 instead of the divided over here. And negative 3 multiplied by 4 is negative 12, so x equals negative 12. And then our last question here, we have p divided by negative 7 plus 1 equals 3. So the 3 is fine. We have divided by negative 7 and plus 1. So we have to cancel the addition or subtraction first. So the plus 1 will become minus 1 on the other side. But the p divided by negative 7, we can leave that for now. So p divided by negative 7, and then 3 minus 1 is just 2. And then finally, if p is divided by negative 7 here, then we need to multiply by negative 7 on the other side. We're not changing it to positive 7 because the opposite of division is just multiplication. The opposite of division doesn't mean change the sign. That's only for addition and subtraction. So then p equals 2 times negative 7, which is negative 14. So our final answer is p equals negative 14. So most important point to remember from this lesson is that you cancel the addition or subtraction first, and then you cancel the multiplication or division.